PSV 2, Arsenal nil. Yes, why football here? And unfortunately, Arsenal do not capitalise on the effort to finish top of our Europa League group at this stage. We do have to wait till next Thursday to see whether we will finish top of the group. As always, this is where I give my match reaction to every single Arsenal game. And in today's one, Arsenal lost. It hasn't happened a lot this season, but on this occasion it did. Let's talk through the game. I've got two sides to this story in terms of the side of the actual game itself and the result and the ramifications of it. Let's start with the actual result and what it means in terms of context of the group. We will be fine. We lost our toughest game, PSV away. We're still top of the group with 2 points in hand, and we still go to we still play Zurich at home, our easiest game on paper of the group next. We will be completely fine. We're going to finish top of the group. I have no worry about our Europa League whatsoever. In terms of Europa League group stage performance, in terms of like the results, in terms of what it means in of how we finish the group, it's a blip. It is what it is. We lost this game. However, what I am worried about is the third away game on the bounce where I believe we have not been up to scratch. And in fact, we've been poor, especially the second half. Leeds away, poor. Southampton away, poor. And here against PSV, poor. Three poor performances against three teams that on paper are not amazing. Let's be real. They're below average teams. Poor performances and we got exposed. We didn't deserve to win against Leeds. We managed to win. Point against Southampton. The referee did help them, but we were poor in that second half. And here against PSV, we didn't deserve anything. Now, if we're going in the Premier League to try and win titles, for example, and if we're in the Europa League, we're trying to win the competition, we're going to face tougher teams away than PSV. We're looking at the teams dropping down from the Champions League. These are strong teams, the likes of the Juventus, Atletico Madrid, for example, that could be in the Europa League this season dropping down. These teams are much harder away games than PSV. So if we're struggling away to PSV, I don't know what it's going to be like away to those teams. And especially given the fact that, look, I know we had a couple of rotations coming in, like Nketiah, Lokonga, for example, but that was fairly strong. It was basically our first team. Even Ramsdale was in there. I think Turner had an injury or something, so even Ramsdale started. So it's not like we even had a weak team out. That was a fairly strong team. We had the likes of Martinelli getting game time, Xhaka in there as well, Odegaard. Yet we're still not performing well. Now, every team has dips in performances, I understand. A lot of game time, so I'm not worried about that. And it's about picking up points at that stage. My thing is now, where we're going to have a change in confidence. Because we have to wait till January to make signings. We've got about 4 weeks left until the World Cup starts where we just need to get results now. It has to be results. If the performances aren't going to come in away games, they're not going to come. Just get the results and let's move on. We've got a very favourable fixture on the weekend against Nottingham Forest at home. Let's be honest, if you could ask for any game when you're not feeling great about yourself, it's Nottingham Forest at home. No offence to them whatsoever. They beat Liverpool at their place. They're a good team in terms of compact, organised, especially in front of their home crowd. But away from home, I'm looking at, we've got to get 3 points there, man. If we don't, there's seriously something wrong with this football club. That being said, let's move on. Let's talk about this game, though, the Arsenal-PSV game. First half, it was very even. I thought we won the ball a lot, making stuff happen. But PSV always had that threat on the counter-attack. They managed to score 2 goals, both offside. The second one needed a VAR check. The first one, the liner put his flag up. It was offside, Cody Gakpo ahead of the defender. So we were controlling the possession and making chances, but PSV always looked dangerous on the counter-attack. And that's something that's been a feature of our play a lot of times. How do you think Man United beat us? Because they just lived and died on the counter-attack, basically. So I don't know if it's our transition defense that needs a bit of tightening up or screwing up. But to be fair in that first half, look, if the liner put his flag up early, like if VAR didn't exist, we wouldn't even be talking about those chances. We were playing a really nice high line and catching them out a lot. It's just because liners are being enforced to keep their flag down that it looks like massive chances for PSV. But if you watch the highlights after, they're half a mile offside. So in that respect, I don't have qualms about that. But in that second half, when that striker De Jong came on, the guy that flopped at Barca last season, why did we give him so much time and space on the ball? No one put a body on him. I think that's why Arteta subbed on Gabriel. It was too late by that stage, but he just wanted someone that could physically compete with De Jong. Holding on that first goal, He goes and tries to attack De Jong. He tries to go at him, and De Jong just rolls him. He doesn't even do a skill move. He's not like he can do a skill move. He's about like 6'4", and he's got the agility of an elephant. So it's not like he's going to do a skill move. He just literally rotates at the slowest like a snail, and Holding just goes past him and just misses the ball. Schoolboy defending. Then lays it on a plate to his teammate, who scores a brilliant goal, to be fair, across Ramsdale's left. It was kind of like our goal against Watford last season away from home. I think it was Saka's, if I remember. It was kind of carbon copy to that. A really nice goal. But yeah, that's their first goal. And it was coming. As soon as Luke de Jong came on the pitch, he was just a handful for our defenders. No one could keep up and contend with him. In terms of the second goal, though, this from Ramsdale, oh my days. I mean, it's a corner. The ball goes in. He goes to punch it and completely misses the ball. Now, if you... look, he missed the ball. It is what it is. But in my head, man, unless you know you're going to punch it, you stay home. You don't go and try and punch it when you're not sure you're going to connect with the ball. He doesn't, and then it hits off De Jong's back head and goes into the back of net. 2-0. At that point, we tried, we huffed and puffed, but we never really looked like scoring. We ran out of ideas very early in that football match. We had one chance where it came through to Nketiah, and even he couldn't find the back of the net, man. And for me, unless Nketiah is scoring goals, like a goal-scoring striker, he's anonymous, man. Literally, he's not even like Jesus, where he impacts a play in other areas. He's purely a goal scorer. So if this man is not scoring goals, it is a long day for this football club. That being said, let's move on to the play ratings now. In-goal Aaron Ramsdale, 4 out of 10. Like, what he's doing on that goal, on that second goal, man. Just completely missing the whole football. On that first goal, I maybe could have got a hand to it, but it's more like second goal for me, because that was just poor, man. Right back, Tomiyasu. End up switching to left back again halfway through the match. First half, wasn't awful by any means. Don't think anyone was really awful in that first half. But in that second half, just didn't impact the game enough. 5 out of 10. Move on to the centre-back, Saliba. Well, there was one point where Javi Simons scored, or Simons, whatever his name is, and he just decided not to defend. Other than that, again, De Jong didn't really want to compete with Saliba, more went on to Holding. Either way, he should have backed up his mate more. I'm going to have to give Saliba also a 5 out of 10. Holding's also getting a 4 for his error on that first goal, pressing De Jong for no reason, just letting him spin you. Left back Tierney. Arsenal making me sick again, man. Left back Tierney. To be fair, he was the one getting forward and making things happen. He had a really nice chance where he cut in on his right foot, but completely went over the bar. I have to give him a 5 out of 10 as well. Lokonga right here, yeah. I've heard this man come out and report say he's knocking on Arteta's door saying, give me more game time. I deserve more game time. Brother, you do not deserve more game time. You're getting more than enough time in this Europa League team. Honestly, man, if you think you're going to get into this Premier League team, I don't know what you're smoking. Right now, he is a Europa League player at best. For me, he's a Carabao Cup, FA Cup player. But either way, I'm going to have to give him a 5 as well, man. It's standard 5s. You know he played poor. I don't like giving lower than thing unless you had an awful performance. And although it was in an awful performance, we got turned over 2-0. No, apart from Ramsdale and Holding on the goals, no player really was like, oh, you're just horrible today. Let us down in that respect. Just the whole team was flat. Next door, Xhaka. Also flat as well, man. Really didn't do much. Kind of forgot he was playing at times as well, Xhaka. Have to give him a 5 out of 10. Odegaard for me is also getting a 4. Because this man, again in away games, goes missing. Doesn't get on the football. When Arsenal play bad, it's because of Odegaard. Equally, when we play well, it's because of Odegaard as well. Because he's at the heartbeat of everything. When you're the heartbeat of everything, when you're an attacking midfielder, when you're always on the ball and being asked to be on the football to make things happen, more often than not, you're the reason we do or don't have a bad game. And for that reason, you have to be world class. Why do you think City do so well? Because their ball player, Kevin De Bruyne, is Mr. Consistent, world class. Our guy, Odegaard, on his day, world class. But his day just doesn't happen consistently enough. And for that reason, he's not world class. And for that reason, we are not at the heights of other teams that are in the Champions League, such as Man City, for example. Odegaard, for me, poor performance. 4 out of 10, because of the I know of the quality he has. He should do more. Right wing. Who's right wing? Vieira. Why he played right wing, I have no idea. This Donny is not a right winger, man. Like, we're pushing him out wide. The one good performance he had for Arsenal, I believe, was against Bodo Glimt at home, Cam, and Brentford away, Cam. Why are we playing him right wing? He was basically anonymous on the weekend when he came off the bench against Southampton. Basically anonymous. Leeds as well, the same thing. The man does not do well out of position. He doesn't do well. We need to play him Cam in the middle of the park. He's not fast enough to take on players on the wing. He's not going to make darting runs in behind. And he's basically been asked to just play make from the right. It didn't really make sense to me. Poor game from Vieira, 4 out of 10. Left wing, Martinelli, played the whole game. Kind of non-existent as well, to be honest, like Xhaka. He's someone that you notice when he's on the pitch, but I just didn't notice Martinelli at all today. Have to give him a 5 out of 10. Striker Nketiah, also a 4. Did not impact the game whatsoever and had a chance in that second half. Really should have done better. In terms of subs, let's have a think. Saka, Jesus, Partey, Gabriel, Ben White, all came on. Didn't really have enough time to impact the game. Partey came on early. Even he was alright. He made a couple of good passes actually forward, which I liked, setting up Saka to make some attacks and Gabriel Jesus. So I'll give Partey a 6. Other than that, the subs didn't really have enough time. And it is what it is. We lost the game 2-0 to PSV. In the context of the group, we'll be fine. We're finishing top of the group. No need to melt down. In context of the performance and the performances away from home recently, we're not looking fine. We're looking like we're scraping results and being second best to a lot of teams. We need to put it right on Sunday, next Thursday, and then most importantly, Chelsea the Sunday after. I've been White Football. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section down below, as well as leaving your thoughts of the match, and make sure you subscribe on my road to 1,000 subscribers. I hope to see you lot in my next video.